Good morning students. As we completed block 6, today we are going to start new lesson, Algorithms and Flowcharts, lesson 7. First tell me, what do you do to solve a problem? Yes, you will follow some steps. How the computer solve a problem? It also follows some steps that are called programs. To solve a problem, we need to analyze the problem and then understand the nature. After, we need to plan how to solve the problem, and finally we need to apply that plan. This is a step-by-step procedure, right? We follow step-by-step procedure to get the result. So today our aim is learn about algorithms and flowcharts. Come on, let's learn some keywords and its meaning. First, algorithm. Algorithm is a set of instructions that followed to perform a particular task. Next, flowchart. It is a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. In algorithm, we will write step-by-step process. In flowchart, we will represent the step-by-step process in a diagram. Next, modification means making changes on anything. I hope you are clear with these keywords. Next, what is an algorithm? As I already told, algorithm is a set of instructions can be followed to perform a particular task. It always written in simple language and proper sequence. That means it should be in an order. Next, how the algorithm introduced. The word algorithm is derived from a name Abu Ja'far Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. I repeat the name Abu Ja'far Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. This is an Arabic mathematician name. His Latinized name is algorithmi. From the Latinized name, the word algorithm is derived. He had invented the steps of basic operations on two decimal numbers. By this way, the algorithm is introduced. Next, what are the benefits of an algorithm? It has some benefits. First one, helps to decide the strategy. By using the algorithm, it is very easier to define a problem. Next, flexibility. An algorithm can be translated into any computer language. Next, easy to identify and remove errors. We can easily identify the errors and remove it by using the algorithm. Next, limitations of an algorithm. There are some limitations, that means disadvantages. First one, no proper syntax. An algorithm does not follow any rules for writing. Next, non-standard representation. That means many persons can write the same algorithm in different ways. It is difficult to standardize. Come on, let's see an example of algorithm. This is an algorithm to find the smaller of two numbers. Step 1. Take two numbers A and B. Step 2. Compare the numbers. Step 3. If A is smaller than B, print A is smaller. Step 4. Else, print B is smaller. That means, if B is smaller than A, print B is smaller. These are the steps to find the smaller of two numbers. This is an algorithm. Student, read the book carefully to understand how to write an algorithm. Okay? Next, what is a flowchart? As I already told, flowchart is a diagrammatical representation of an algorithm. In a flowchart, we will use geometrical shapes or symbols to represent the operations and their order by using arrows. By using the diagrammatical representation, it is very easy to understand. Next, how was the flowchart introduced? The flowcharts were introduced by Frank Gilbreth to the members of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers (ASME) in 1921. As I already told, we will use geometrical shapes or symbols to represent the operations and their order. There are some special programs to draw a flowchart. They are eDraw, SmartDraw, and Visio. Come on, let's learn about the shapes and symbols of a flowchart. First, rounded rectangle. It is used to indicate the starting and the end of a flowchart. It is called as terminal box or start or stop box. Next, parallelogram shape. It is also known as input or output box. It is used to accept the input or display the output. Next, rectangle shape. It is known as process box. It is used to show the processes like add 2 number, multiply 2 number, etc. Next, diamond shape. It is known as decision box. The diamond shape is used to test the conditions and take decisions. The conditions can be yes or no or true or false. Next, arrows. It is known as flow lines. The arrows are used to connect one box of a flowchart to the another box. The direction of arrow indicates the direction of flow of information. Next, circle shape. It is also known as a connector. A flowchart may be long and span one or more pages. A connector is used to show a jump from one point in the process flow to another. When the flowchart are split between pages, this connector connects the different parts. These are some important shapes or symbols to draw a flowchart. There are many more shapes or symbols available. Next, what are the benefits of a flowchart? First one, effective analysis. By using a flowchart, a program or a problem can be analyzed in an efficient way. Next, communication. Flowcharts are the better way of communicating the system. Next, flexibility. It is independent of any particular programming language. That means we can draw flowchart for any program in any language. Next, what are the limitations of a flowchart? It has some disadvantages. First one, complex logic. When a program is complex, then the flowchart also will become more complex. Next, modification. If we need to make any changes, we need to draw a new flowchart completely. Come on, let's see an example of a flowchart. This is the flowchart of finding the smaller of two numbers. First is rounded rectangle. This is start box. Next, input box. Here we give the input A and B. Next is a condition by using diamond shape. We check the condition. If the condition is true or else, it print the true statement. If the condition is false or no, it go to the false statement. Here the condition is A less than B. If A is lesser than B, it go to print A is smaller than B and then go to the stop box. If A is not lesser than B, if A is greater than B, it go to print B is smaller than A and then go to the stop box. This is an example of a flowchart. There are many examples in your book. Look at all the examples to understand the flowcharts. Now today's class is completed. If you have any doubts, ask me in the comment section. Next, question of the day. Your today's question is, which symbol is used to test conditions and take decisions in flowcharts? I repeat the question. Which symbol is used to test conditions and take decisions in flowchart? Answer this question in the online exam section of your school app. Next, today's homework. First question. What do you mean by an algorithm? Second question, write any two benefits of a flowchart. Third question, draw any two symbols of a flowchart and write their functions. Next question, mention any two limitations of an algorithm. Fifth question, define a flowchart. And exercise A, B, C and D at page number 110 and 111 in the book. You need to do all the 5 questions in your notebook and exercises in your book. Do your homework properly. Don't forget to get sign from your parents in the planner. As we completed lesson 6 and lesson 8, tomorrow you will be having a live Zoom meeting to discuss the answer of these two lessons. Lesson 6, Introduction to Microsoft Excel 2010 and Lesson 8, Email. So, be ready for the discussion with your computer book, computer notebook and a pencil. Next is an open question to answer in the comment section. Rearrange the steps of purchasing chocolate from the market. The steps are giving money to the shopkeeper, taking money from your mother, taking the chocolate, riding on the bicycle and going to the market, coming back home. You need to rearrange the steps. Answer this question in the comment section. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. I reply for your doubts or comments in the announcement section only. So check the comment section and announcement section frequently. When I give you comments or instructions in comment section or announcement section, please reply for it. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. God bless you.